Okay.
Got a nice brand new rep there for you.
Magic, what will make this work? Okay, it says it's flat.
Be on the corner facing us.
Yeah, whichever way you want to face. So you face the front or face. Yeah, front is better. This face people more. Yeah, that way is good. So people can see you while you're doing it. Yeah. Would you like sitting next to Dean over there? Okay, let's go. Somebody's not what they're listening to. Let's try and talk that with that. Great role. Don't you saw yes, in progress. I could. So what do I do? Just take it. It's not.
Is there someone who'd like to do cartwheel?
On great learning, say, iPhone 8. Oh, yeah. It's okay. It's not. Yeah. It's not like he. Okay, so what camera is working? What is it? This camera right here works? Supposed to be working. It's not that here. Let's unplug this.
Recording in progress.
Visual has changed to my own way. Okay, sure. Okay, there we go. This is. I can't see myself. So oh, what we need to do? Oh, allow them a bit all top. Okay, so this will here. So here's what I want to do. Right here. So here. Yeah. You don't see any camera working right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah. Just kind of. So that is this. You know what to work this week? Fine. You can try. So basically, that's how they go. Start. Yeah, I got it. You can see it. Can you speak a little bit of this? Yes. Good. Speaker is working. Okay, perfect. I want to see if anybody can hear me. Okay, can any of you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear. Okay, so others can hear as well. Okay. Let me know if any of you can't hear me. This is my wife just came on. That's good. Hare Krishna, my darling.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. They can see. Recognize your wife. You can recognize anybody, you'll be forgiven.
Recognize your wife.
Okay. All right. So we're going to start with Kirtan, and then we'll get started program, and the Kirtan can go on for 15 minutes. Yeah. Is that good? Yeah. Thank you very much. So it's this thing now. Yeah, I said, check it. Yeah, I think it's the same. Let's check.
Recording stopped.
Oh,
Recording in progress.
Yes. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, I can't get along to I have to sit down and figure out how to send that thing. Look at me. I'm showing this one creature getting me. He said this is my class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya 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 Shri Radha Shri Radhe. Jaya Jaya
Yeah. Thank you all so very much. Hare Krishna. So, so this is the first program we're doing. So there are going to be some glitches in the beginning that we'll correct. For example, I don't think you could hear the Kirtan leaders leading Kirtan, right? Those of you online, could you hear?
Yes.
You could not hear, right?
Yes. Could not hear.
You could not hear. Okay. So we'll correct that next time. The Jabra one connects this side. It did come out on YouTube, by the way, just so you know. But we need to make sure that we have one for Zoom as well, because my computer on Zoom, we'll be doing another Kirtan after we finish. Just so that, yeah, start with Kirtan and Kirtan. Yeah, thank you. We will correct that next time. So I'm going to get started. I'm just going to, before we start, offer a quick prayer. For some reason, this is staying at. Probably shut that off. I'll shut that off. This whole thing will turn off. Oh, you think so?
Put it on mute and reduce the volume. So it will go echo.
Okay.
Make the volume to 0.
It's 0 actually here.
And just mute it.
Yeah, muted it.
It's not
Or muted. Mute the phone, right? So I've muted it in the sense.
You have Zoom running on it.
Oh, I've got Zoom running. I've got mute the Zoom here. Okay, understand. Okay, how do I get to my Zoom? Trying to get to my Zoom, but it's not showing now.
It's an iPhone.
It's an iPhone. Yeah.
Just double click on the bottom button.
Bottom button, double click.
What?
You might do it. We'll see if you can turn the. Because right now it's not doing it anymore.
Then it's already on mute.
It's probably on mute already.
Yeah, it's already on mute, I think.
I think it's
If you can't hear, you should do that. But this is got no battery.
once on low battery. Yeah. So it's going to go out, right? How can I transfer from there to this?
It's actually should have transferred already. Let's see if you're admin already. Because I don't see you running on this one. Are you sure?
I see. On the participants, it shows me as a host there.
And this
So
is
which one is that on iPhone?
okay. Let's see.
This is iPhone.
Because you're able to mute people. Okay, so this is the admin for sure.
I'm an admin.
Yeah.
So this is the admin.
Yes, I
So
don't
it's
think.
not going to go out. So
I
if
don't think so. I don't think you're running
so
on
if I
this
turn
one.
the phone off, it won't have.
I don't think it is running on this one right now.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't
Thank
seem
you.
like.
Thank you very much. We'll learn very quickly if I turn this thing off what happens. Right now it's pretty much on, about to run out of battery. So I'm powering it off. It saves whatever battery there is in there. Okay, so this is the first of our SMYHL programs, and I'm going to explain this a little bit. The way it starts is everything is scripted so that whoever runs a SMYHL program can run it from their home, as easily from their home. It requires generally between 5 to 15 people is what we expect, but the minimum is 2 and the maximum is 20. Today we have 20 actually. We have 13 of us here and there's 7 online. So that makes it 20. So we're right at the maximum today. So the first thing that happens is that I first welcome the people who are online. Okay, so I'm going to do that part. So you all bear with me. But as you hear me say what I'm saying to them, it gives you an idea what we're going to be doing here. Okay. So Hare Krishna, dear friends, joining us from around the world. There's some international people on Zoom as well right now. Before we begin the main SMYHL launch, I want to speak directly to you, our online family. You might be in a temple room, your living room, on your phone, in a quiet corner, or even listening with one ear while life happens around you. Wherever you are very much part of this circle. SMYHL stands for Sankirtan, Maha, Holyname, lifestyle. It's not just one event happening in Dallas tonight. It's the beginning of a lifestyle movement built around small circles of one Sankirtan. So we heard some chanting of the holy names that we did together. Then we're going to read a little from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, hearing and reflecting on timeless wisdom. And then we speak about how this SMYHL program started is because we're setting up a university, but that university is based on the understanding that the first thing you should do in your life is to link with God. If you don't link with God, really the human purpose is not served. And also, for whatever you want to do in your life, with God, you're going to do a lot more than without God. God is unlimited in power. We all need power. We all need abilities, skills like that. So the Lord has it to the greatest degree. So we call that total health empowerment. We're going to talk about that later. And then we talk about how we can have some micro wins every time you come here. What's a micro win that you had by coming here? And how these small, sincere steps each week build into a major momentum. Okay? And if I speak about the major momentum, say, for example, in any one area, it's going to blow your mind. Like let's just take financial health. Financial health is actually what most people in this world focus on, right? They want to make sure they have enough income in their life so that they can achieve whatever their purpose is that they want to achieve. And it is said in Kali Yuga, money will be considered God. In fact, in America, on the bill we printed, right, in God we trust, like that. So it's very important. Right? So in terms of major momentum, there is a very large organization that I belong to that I'm studying from for running these types of programs. Although this is a Krishna conscious program, they are not Krishna conscious in the sense that they don't teach Krishna consciousness, but they are a Christian organization, so they're very strong into God, like that. And currently in their university, they have 2.6 million students registered for this year. There's no university in this world, even take the largest university in this world, but probably have 100 or 150,000 maximum students per year. This is 2.6 million. So you can imagine how big they are. They're in 150 countries. They're top students. They teach people how to run total health empowerment, not as much as we do, because they don't talk about spiritual health and transcendental health so much, and locational health, but the other 7 items they deal with. And we'll talk about all 10 today, just so you know what they are. But financial health is right on the top of their list. Okay? And in the financial arena, the top person is earning $1 million an hour. So if that tells you how well organized they are in terms of teaching people about financial health, I don't think anything else will teach you that. You know what I'm saying? If we can earn $1 million a year, that would be pretty good, right? Or to speak. Oh, see what I'm saying? So that's the type of learning we've got. That's the type of thing we won't be talking at this program about, but we'll be introducing those ideas and then running separate programs for that. Because really, this program is more about transcendental health. You get the idea? Okay. And then we talk about having some simple prasadam and real connection. So Mother Siddheshwari Priya made some very nice food, and all of us brought something that might be, a potluck item. And so we'll have prasadam as well. Because really, our program is founded on 3 things. It's founded on chanting, feasting, and dancing. So we did some chanting. We have some feasting. We didn't do much dancing today, but sooner or later we will loosen up, and it won't take long for us to start dancing as well. But that's how the program develops. It doesn't have to be the first time you do it. You have to force everybody to dance. It shouldn't happen like that. Dancing should be something voluntary. All right? So people can dance in their home as well. While we're doing it here online, people can dance. If Kirtan is going on, you can dance anywhere, right?
Just dance in your heart.
Dance in your heart. It actually says that here. So even if you're alone physically, where you are, and I'm still talking to the people online, I want you to know this. Right now, by tuning your heart and attention to this Sankirtan Yajna, you are inside the circle with us. Tonight, as you watch and listen, I'll invite you to do 3 simple things. 1, chant with us, which is what we've done now. We'll be doing it again. Choose 1 micro win. As we speak about the 10, ask yourself, what is 1 small, sincere step I can take this week? It might be 1 extra round of chanting, 1 verse from the Bhāgavatam a day, 1 honest conversation with somebody, 1 small act of service. Don't aim for huge, aim for sincere and doable. Number 3, imagine a circle where you are. As you see the in-person circle here, imagine a small smile circle in your own city, like that, right? Even if it's just you and 1 other person to begin with. Remember I said you can start smile with just 2 people. Husband and wife can start smile and then invite somebody. My only caution is if you're doing it in your home, please do not invite any stranger into your home. It has to be somebody you know, somebody you have trust in, somebody you know that will not cause an issue. You get the idea? Like that. Welcome, Clive. If something stirs in your heart, we'll give you ways to explore hosting or stewarding in the future. So we can set up smile programs all over the world. So our smile seal, we have a seal. At some point in this smile program, we'll be showing a screen and you'll be seeing this happening on the screen. So you'll see a seal. And so our seal says, living the Sankirtan Maha Yajna lifestyle. Sankirtan, micro wins, big mercy. That's basically our saying. That's my prayer for you tonight. Wherever you are in the world, please feel the holy name, Bhāgavatam, and the mercy of these micro wins reaching into your real life. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your heart. And now we're going to bring you right into the main gathering, live from this location at Gowns of Grace is this Alpha Road?
Yeah.
On Alpha Road. Please stay with us, chant with us, and let's see what the Lord wants to begin through a smile in your part of the world. So now I'm going to start with all of us here. Okay? So the first thing I want to say is this program is founded on not the idea, but the principle that everything is led by God. If you're led by God, you will do extraordinary things. Okay? So in our case, we have chosen Lord Jagannath as our Lord. Please come right in. Please come right in. Welcome. Hi. There's space on this side. We dodge those. Hare Krishna, come right in. That's
Marvin and
Marvin.
Helena.
Felina?
Yes.
Well, welcome, Marvin, today. Nice to see you. We're very lucky. We just started. We just spoke first with our online audience from around the world, and now we speak amongst us here. Okay? And I'll explain this whole program so you've not missed out on anything. Nothing at all. You came in at a perfect time. You missed out a little bit of kirtan that we did here.
Yeah.
But we're doing kirtan again, so you won't miss out on that too. And then you haven't missed out on the best part of the program, which is the food. That comes a little in the end. Okay, so basically, like I said, our program is founded on the understanding that God is leading this program. And who we have as God is Lord Jagannath. How many of you don't know who Jagannath is? Anybody not know? Okay, Jagannath is Krishna. Have you come to our temple before?
Yeah.
Okay, on the very right side of the temple on the altar, you will see three personalities. Complete right person is Jagannath. Jagannath means Lord of the universe. Jaga means universe, and Nath means the Lord of the universe. So he's the Lord of the universe. He's a particular person who is very merciful. He doesn't really care how much of a sinner you are or how much of a saint you are. It doesn't matter to him. He considers you his child and his beloved, and he will work with you in a way that will create extraordinary happiness in your life. You will do things that even humans are not capable of doing, like that. Okay, extraordinary things like that. Yeah, and therefore our saying is, you were born for miraculous greatness. Live life on your terms. That's our saying. Okay, so this is the foundation of our program, and so I want to welcome you to the launch of SMYHL Sankirtan Maha Yajna Holy Name Lifestyle, streaming here today from the Gowns of Grace on Alpha Road, which is next to the Galleria in Texas, to those who are here and friends around the world. So we did some kirtan, and now I want to introduce to you what is SMYHL. What is SMYHL? What is SMYHL? So SMYHL is actually a gathering of persons. Welcome, Ifrit. Is there a chair? Oh, there's a chair right here.
Sure.
You can get a chair here as well if you like to sit next to Jagannath. You're okay then. Better facing us, I think. Thank you. So SMYHL is part of a program that is a very ambitious program. The ambitious program is that we're trying to set up an education system that is from the womb of the mother to the time when a person is leaving their body. So it's a full spectrum education system, which purpose is that every human has a greatness in them, a miraculous greatness in them that needs to be manifested. It's a little, I wish I had a packet of matches here right now, but if I take a match and I strike the match, what happens? A flame comes out of the match, right? So the flame was there in the match, all it was not manifested. So when you strike the match, then the flame manifests, correct? So what we're trying to do is to manifest the greatness, the miraculous greatness of every living entity. So you can see that's very ambitious. That's hugely ambitious.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, right. Thank you. But the way it happens is by micro wins. We call it micro wins. How does that? 2 people do that. Then 5 people do that. Then 15 people do that. Then 100 people do that. And once 1,000 people do that. And the good thing about the movement that a lot of us are part of here, called the Hare Krishna movement, ISKCON, is that that's how our founder, Srila Prabhupada, started. My wife was just telling me today, what he would do was go to this place, and Nancy and I went to that park. It's called Tompkins Square Park in New York. And he would stand underneath a tree. It's called the Hare Krishna tree now, by the way. They call it the Hare Krishna tree. He would stand at the tree, take some cymbals, as you can see here. These are cymbals. And he would play the cymbals all by himself and just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram. For some number of days, he just did that on his own. Just close his eyes and he would chant the holy names of the Lord. Why? Because the holy names of the Lord are the Lord himself. He's the Lord himself. So he's associating with the Lord. So you can see he truly encapsulated this idea, right? That the first person I need to deal with is God. If I touch with God, everything else will happen, right? Then two boys came along who later took initiation and were known as Brahmananda and Achyutananda. These two boys came and started dancing while he was singing. He started singing. And then after a while, they would go away. Then they would come back and they'd dance. And one day they thought, why don't we stay until he finishes? So when he finished and he opened his eyes, they met him and then they asked him some questions and he took them to his place. And he was staying in the Bowery with people who were homeless. So he was playing in a homeless place. That's how he started. He had nothing. He came from India. He had nothing, absolutely nothing. Absolutely zilch. All of us have something, right? In his case, he had nothing. So then they asked him and he took them to the Bowery and he spoke to them and they became his first disciples, right? And in a whole year, that was pretty much all that happened for a whole year. So he thought, maybe I should just go back to India again. It's not working. The Americans are not really interested. I should just go back home again. So he wrote a letter to his friends in India. His friends didn't want him to come back to India because he was very strong in his preaching. And they didn't like, these strong preachers. Like sometimes we don't like any strong preacher turns up and, what do you say in America? Hellfire and brimstones. You're going to go to hell if you don't do this. It's like, and you feel like, just go away, please. I'm all right, whatever it is. So they didn't want him to come back. So they wrote a letter to him and said, look, you have to be persistent. You have to be determined. Stay in America. You'll be okay. So he decided to stay. And the rest is history. Today, we have 250 million followers around. The tool became 250 million. Do you see how it happens with micro wins? Now, of course, in his first year, his micro wins were almost invisible. They're pretty much non-existent micro wins. We will have better. You will see just from this week to the next week, if you come back to stay online with us or start a program, whatever, you will see the micro win actually will be something that you will think is tangible, not that it's just an invisible micro win. Okay? So the SMYHL program, the SMYHL is actually an acronym SMYHL, which stands for Sankirtan, Maha, Yajna, Holyname lifestyle. So Sankirtan means when you glorify God in the company of others, that is called Sankirtan. Kirtan means to glorify God. And love means to glorify someone. This is, in the scriptures, it is described that love means to glorify. So if you glorify God, you're showing love to God. And you can think amongst one another. If you love someone, you glorify the person, right? You say, you're so nice. Your hair is like silk. Your eyes are like lotuses. Your words are like honey coming out of the mouth. You say these what we call sweet nothings, right? To the person. That's glorifying, right? It's love. So the same way, this holy name, when you chant the holy name, we're glorifying the Lord. So that's called Sankirtan. Maha Yajna means that you make an effort together. And Maha means a great effort. When you come together, you make a great effort. Like, say, for example, instead of singing at home say to one another, two people, if you come to this place, you made an effort, right? You had to drive up to here. You're wondering what's going to happen, whether it's going to be a good experience or not. Maybe I shouldn't go and waste my time, right? And somebody cooked a lot of food so that others can also have some food. And somebody set up her place here so that all of us could sit like this on a table and do something, right? So all of us made some effort, right? When all of us make an effort together, it's a great effort. So it's called a Maha Yajna, a great sacrifice, right? And then Harinam means the holy name. Hari means God, Nam means name. Taking the name of God is called Harinam. So if you chant the name of Jesus Christ, you chant the name of Allah, you chant the name of Krishna, Ram, like that, that's Harinam. And then holy name. And then lifestyle. Lifestyle, we make that our lifestyle. If we make that our lifestyle, then each and every one of us's miraculous greatness will manifest. Just like when you strike the match, the flame came out, right? When you churn the milk, the butter comes out, the cream comes out, right? When you whet the knife, the sharp blade comes out. So this is the manifestation process, the most powerful manifestation process. That's what SMYHL is. And what we're doing is we're creating small circles around the world to do this. And we've got it all down into a science where all you have to do is read off the page. You don't have to think, man, this guy's a smart talker. He seems to be, a wily salesman. This guy probably can sell, ice to the Eskimos or something like that, right? But I'm just reading off a script here. Of course, I've done this so many times, so it's easier for me to do it. And you don't have to worry about it. If you're just with a few people who like you a lot, intimately, you can read, right? No big deal. Then you get practice makes perfect, right? You do it a number of times. It's like how some of us, rode bicycles at one time. We fell a lot of times, right? We cut our knees and things like that with blood coming out. But then after a while, you can ride the bicycle and you say, look, Ma, no hands. Right? So you become expert at what you're doing. So then, in this program, we do Sankirtan, which is Jani's whole name. Then we're going to read a little here from this Bhagavatam. And then what we'll do is we'll speak about total health empowerment. And then we talk about some micro wins that you can have in your life. And then we're going to have some Kirtan again. And then we'll have some food. And we'll wind up for tonight. Is that okay? Any questions? Any concerns? No? Okay. So before I start from the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, you all have a sheet in front of you. Yes.
I've been getting some fields and sharing.
Okay.
And one of my friends asked, how soon is the university going to be available?
Okay. My answer is as soon as you guys like it. So when you like it, you're going to have to make it happen. So what we do is, our idea is to create these smile circles, and over a period of time, the smile circles create momentum. When it creates momentum, we'll be able to create an online university. We're hoping that's going to be within 3 years, the online university part. Not all subjects will come out immediately. Some subjects will come out. In fact, we've already started with one. We call it School of Venture. And the place where we run it, we call it an Avon, a venture place. We were going to call it Aventus. And then we changed it to just Avon, A-V-E-N, like that. So we'll run a number of Avons, and from those Avons, ventures will rise. Those ventures will create the resources with which we can start an online university. And then the online university will create resources that can create an in-person university like UTD or Harvard or any of the big universities. The idea is ultimately to build our university over 1,000 acres of land. It'll be the world's largest university. We're very ambitious about this. Where we're going to do it, we don't know, because we thought we'd do it in the US, but the US has some issues now about visas for students around the world. And so obviously we need to do a place where the students can come in and out from the university. And so we'll figure it out. We have time. The US may decide that, now we understand how to handle this process. It might go back to what it was like in the past, where students can come from overseas and study in the US like that. So the answer is 3 years for the online, but the school's already started. So they can just start joining the school now.
That's what I told him. I said, pretty soon we'll have something.
Yeah, the school will launch next month on January the 1st. We're launching the school, so then we'll get started. Okay, thank you very much. So now all of you have these documents in front of you that says 7 flames. What the 7 flames talks about is when you do Sankirtan, what is the benefit that you get from doing Sankirtan? So that's listed there. After the translation, it talks about, let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name of Lord Krishna, which can, and then it gives 7. If you turn the page to the other side, you'll see the list of 7 benefits it gives you. The first benefit it gives you is that it cleanses the mirror of the heart. Most of us have heart issues, and I'm not talking about, atrial fibrillation and your heart racing and all that. I'm talking about your spiritual heart. A lot of us have heart issues in the sense we don't have clarity, we're not really happy, we're not really organized in a way that our heart understands what to do, and therefore we feel that our life is well organized and moving forward in 2 ways, that we're making progress and we will reach our potential. These are the two most important things in life: to progress in life so that you can reach your potential. So what is our potential? Our potential is miraculous greatness. That's our potential. Let's reach our miraculous greatness. What is that will become clear. The second benefit is that stops the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. We know that in our life right now, there's so many things that stalk us as miseries, right? This problem, that problem. So this is the one that stops it. Third is that it's the waxing moon that spreads the white lotus of good fortune for all living entities. Obviously, every one of us wants good fortune, right? So this one spreads good fortune everywhere. This is why 250 million people have joined, because they felt that good fortune, therefore they joined. The fourth is it's the life and soul of all education. How do you like that? Without the holy name, you don't have life and soul. And we see that in our education system today, right? Many times. We don't really have any life and soul in the education. Seems to be a money-making game. Somebody's making some money there, but everybody else is not doing also so great. Fifth, the chanting of the holy name of Krishna expands the blissful ocean of transcendental life. Transcendental life means life beyond human life. Means it's something that can, when you experience it, you can't put it into words. It's such a great experience, but you can't really put it into words. It's called transcendental. It transcends our senses, transcends our mind, our intelligence, like that. Sixth, it gives a cooling effect to everyone. Everybody wants to chill, right? So here's the chiller, the best chiller. And finally, it enables one to taste full nectar at every step. At every step, we want to feel happiness, right? So this is the one that gives happiness. So these are the 7 flames of chanting the holy names of the Lord. We did some chanting, we'll do some more chanting. Now I'm going to read from Bhagavatam. When you read from Bhagavatam, Bhagavatam also gives benefits. That's why it says prayers to the Bhagavatam on the second page. And there you can see there are 5 prayers there. Actually, it says 4, but there are 5 because the first one is 2 sets in one. You notice? There are 4 lines instead of 2 lines each. Normally, a stanza is 2 lines, right? So this one's 4 lines. So it's really 5, but it's putting it in as 2. The first one says, O Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas. Vedas means all scriptural knowledge are called Vedas, and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. So this gives us the best conclusions in life. Reading from here, you will see, it'll say things and you'll say to yourself, wow, I had no idea. This is what life is about. Now I'm getting clear. You feel, just immeasurably progressed like that. So it says there, like that, enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are the very life breath of the devotees, Vaishnava devotees, means devotees of God. O Lord, you are the sun that has risen to dispel the darkness of this age of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga means the age of quarrel and hypocrisy. Now we can all see that around us, right? Quarrel and hypocrisy is everywhere, rampant. So this is the one that actually, the sun that rises to dispel the darkness of that quarrel and hypocrisy. Actually, you are Lord Sri Krishna, who has returned amongst us. So it's God coming to us in literary form. That's what Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is. The second one, O Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, I offer respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss, because your syllables shower down pure love of God. So the syllables, like you will see when you read from the Bhagavatam, there are many syllables in one word, right? Like say, for example, Krishna. Well, there are 2 syllables there, Krishna and Na. Every syllable pours down a flood of love. How nice is that? There is a saying in this world, by the way, which is a very good saying to know, that if you do not have love, you have neither happiness nor wealth. You're poor. If you don't have love, you're poor. So we pray to the Lord, please engage us in your service and let my pay be love. Give me love as pay. Because that's what's going to make me truly happy and wealthy. We say that, like people want to be happy, wealthy, and wise, right? Happy, wealthy, and wise. So Here, this lets us know that. Then the next verse says, O Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, my only friend. Now, why does it say only friend? We all have friends, right? We have many friends, some of us many friends. So I can say only friend. He's the only friend because all the other friends are fallible. They will die, right? Now they cannot do anything for you. And sometimes they even go away. They get mad at you and they're no longer your friend, right? You get the idea? So this one says, my only friend, meaning that this friend stays with us through thick and thin. That's the type of friend we want. My companion. There are a lot of people in this world who need companionship and want companionship and don't have it. So here's one that you can get right there, right now, as a companion. And teacher, someone who can teach me. My great wealth and my deliverer. My good fortune and bliss. I offer respectful obeisances unto you. All of these things are what people are looking for, right? And here the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam delivers all of that. And then finally it says something amazing. It says, O Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly. So when you read Bhagavatam, you become saintly. No matter how unsaintly you are, you'll become saintly. How great is that, right? You can't buy saintliness, right? You can buy gold. Go to a store and buy some gold. But is there any store around town that sells saintliness? Pay so much and you become saintly. Here's Bhagavatam that actually delivers that. Then it says something even more amazing. O uplifter of the most fallen. We could be the most fallen. None of us here, by the way, the most fallen. But even if we're the most unfallen, it will uplift us. Please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and voice. It says throat, but it means voice. Let my voice be filled with love of God. So that when I'm speaking, that is what I'm really talking about. Does that make sense? Yeah? All right. So we're going to start reading from the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. The idea is to read cover to cover. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to read for about 5 minutes today. On other days, we'll read for 15 minutes. But today took us a little more time introducing the program. I don't do that again every time. I won't do that again. I did it once. Now you know what we're doing. Right? Next time you come, we're going to Kirtan, straight into reading. From the reading, we'll talk about total health empowerment, and then do Kirtan again, and then finish off by having some nice prasad. And you can all let us know what you think you'd like to eat. Well, Sudeshwari is an amazing cook. She can cook anything you want. So we can bring in some very nice food every week. And like I said, it's generally the very best part of the program. That's the one that everybody looks forward to, having some nice food. People forget the rest of the program. They never forget what they ate. Like that. Okay, so I'll have you start. So read for a minute. From cover to cover, just read the cover, read the next page, and keep going. And then pass it on to Clive. Clive, you read for a minute. And then 1 minute, we'll stop it. Okay. The idea is to pass it around so everybody gets to read. And that way, everybody has participated.
Starting with the preface.
Yeah, you can start it.
We must know the present need of human society. And what is that need? Human society is no longer bounded by geographical limits to particular countries or communities. Human society is broader than in the Middle Ages, and the world tendency is towards one state and one human society. The ideals of spiritual communism, according to Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, are based more or less on the oneness of the entire human society, nay, of the entire energy of living beings. The need is felt by great thinkers to make this successful ideology. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam will fill this need in human society. It begins, therefore, with the aphorism of Vedanta philosophy, Jamandi Asya Yata, to establish the ideal of a common cause.
Okay.
It's a human society at the present moment is not in the dark and
Try and speak a little louder, like.
is a rapid
progress in the fields of material conflicts, education, and economic development throughout the entire world. But there's a pinprick somewhere in the social body at large, and therefore there are large-scale quarrels, even over less important issues. There is need of a clue as to how humanity can become one in peace, friendship, and prosperity with a common cause. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam will fill this need, for it is a cultural presentation of the re-spiritualization of the entire human society.
Śrīmad Bhāgavatam to be introduced also in school and colleges, for it is recommended by the great student devotee Maha in order to change the demonic face of society. Disparity in any society is due to lack of principle in godly civilization. There is God, or the Almighty One, from whom everything emanates, by whom everything is maintained, in whom everything is merged to rest. Material science has tried to find the ultimate source for creation very insufficiently, but it is a fact that there is one ultimate source of everything, that this ultimate source is explained rationally and authoritatively in beautiful Bhagavatam, or the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam.
Thank you.
Bhāgavatam is the transcendental science, not only known for knowing the ultimate source of everything, but also for knowing our relation with Him and our duty towards perfection of the human society on the basis of the perfect knowledge. It is powerful reading in the matter in the
Sanskrit.
language, and it is now rendered into English elaborately, so that simply by a careful reading one will know God perfectly well, so much so that the reader will be sufficiently educated to defend himself from that onslaught of atheists. Over and above this, the reader will be able to convert others to accepting God as a concrete principle.
Thank you.
Śrīmad Bhāgavatam begins with the definition of the ultimate source. It is a bona fide commentary of the Vedanta Sutra by the same author, Srila Vyasadeva, and gradually it develops into 9 cantos up to the highest state of God realization. The only qualification one needs to study this great book of transcendental knowledge is to proceed step by step cautiously and not jump forward haphazardly, as with any ordinary book. It should be gone through chapter by chapter, one after another. The reading matter is so arranged with the original Sanskrit text, its English transliteration, synonyms, translation, and purport, so that one is sure to become a God-realized soul at the end of finishing first 9 cantos.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. So any reflections on what we just heard? Anybody like to add anything, say anything?
And what are cantos?
What is a canto? So basically, it's like a division of a large work. So like say, for example, have you ever seen the encyclopedia?
I just have the 1, chapter 2.
Yeah, those are smaller chapters. Canto is like the whole volume, the whole book itself. And even that book might be more than one book, because it's such a large section that it might have to be, like you see that book there, that's Canto 1. That's all, just one book is Canto 1. And then, yeah, and then some of them have 4 books like that as one canto. See, so you can see what I'm saying. It's a division of a large series of work, like an encyclopedia. Good.
I didn't mean it, but it's a way they divide specifically poetic works. So a canto is the way, just like Harry Potter, right? And there's a lot of different books in Harry Potter. If you have a work of poetry, they divide by canto instead of saying book 1, book 2. They say canto.
But in the canto can be book 1, book 2 also, like that. So it's bigger than a book 1, book 2. You see what I'm saying? It's a division that's bigger than that. Thank you. Good question. Anybody else? Any other from what we read in the preface?
I was surprised that this was written 50 to 60 years ago. And at the very beginning, he's saying that the geographical limits are like no longer bounded.
Right.
And how much more is it now, even? Like we have the internet, and we have, like, literally, you pick up this, and I'm talking to somebody a clear across the country. Śrīmad Prabhupada was seeing that the whole world was becoming connected.
Like one place.
60 years ago.
Right. That's a very good point. Very good point. And that's something that SMYHL will do, because SMYHL is running all over the world. Our target is to have 10,000 SMYHLs running all over the world. 10,000 programs like this running all over the world. So it'll become bigger than that. Ultimately, when it comes to our full potential, it'll be close to 1 million SMYHLs running all over the world. So 10,000 is much less than what our potential is. We're saying that in not a very long period of time, we should get to 10,000, because it only takes 2 people to start a SMYHL program. It's actually 10,000 really means 20,000 people. It's not a very large number. When this message spreads, the system spreads, right? Like that. So, so when that happens, what happens is that the world becomes like one place, because you have friends in countries who are going to be close to you because they're doing the same thing you're doing. They're like family. They become like family. And now you feel like the whole planet is your country. You don't feel like I'm bounded by one particular nationality. We can be bounded by many nationalities. And that makes us bigger as a person, right? So we're saying your miraculous greatness cannot be bounded by one nation. It has to be bounded by the nation of God. And the nation of God is the entire creation, right? So the idea is to become a citizen of the entire creation like that. So that was in the preface. Prabhupada was bringing out this point. A very nice point. Thank you. Anybody else want to share? Yes.
I had to kind of pause and reflect when it was mentioned that when Śrīmad Prabhupada mentioned, like, after finishing the first 9 cantos, be God realized as.
Yes.
So
yes. Yes. When you finish the first 9 cantos, anybody who finishes the 9 cantos will become God realized. You'll know who God is. You'll have a very close association with God, and your life will be led by God in a way that you will feel to yourself, there's nothing greater than this. This is the best. I'm so happy we did this. So we're doing this program free of charge. There's no cost, right, for coming here. Most people, if they give such nice information to others, would charge you something for it. In fact, there are a lot of scams running in the world who give you nothing but make you think that you're getting everything, right? They call them get rich quick schemes and things like that. Overnight become wealthy, right? And invariably, all that happened was you lost your money. Exactly. So that's the opposite of what we do here. Thank you. Yes. Monthan, go ahead.
So it's saying really that Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is a transcendental science.
Transcendental.
That's when you understand this is beyond this world.
Yes.
Not just science of this physical world.
Right.
And it's also the ultimate source of everything.
Ultimate source.
Where we can get to something where is the ultimate source of everything.
That's why it's your best friend, right? It's your teacher. This is why we say this is my best friend. This is the origin of all good fortune. Once we understand Bhagavatam, you will know that you're very wealthy. You will never feel poor again. And you'll never feel unloved again. And these are the 2 biggest malaises of this world, right? Many people feel unloved and they feel, I am poor. I don't have what I need. So here's something that gives it to you. You might think, well, this is just a book. How can a book give it? It's not just any book. This is the Lord himself coming in the form of a book to you. The Lord can come in any form he wants. That's the Lord, right? So he comes in this form and then delivers something. And those of us who have done this, right, feel this. That's why we're doing this. It's not like we're here to sell you something. We're not snake oil salesmen. We're here to give you God and say, please have God in your life. It's your birthright. You are a child of God, just like a child deserves the parent, right? The child doesn't have to pay for the parent. No parent, when the child comes, says, child, I've looked after you 3 years, now the bill has become this much. It is said in America, the average child costs an American parent $750,000 by the time they reach 18 years of age. That's a lot of money, right? That's a huge investment. Now, how many people would give away $750,000 for no return on it? Nobody. But that's what we do with children, right? You get no return on it. There's not meant to be any return except for love. Hopefully you get that. You may not get that too. We just read a few days ago that one of the children stabbed both his father and mother to death. Very famous parents, great directors. We wrote a very great movie in America, a very, very famous movie called The President. And here's the eldest son, stabbing the father to death. That afternoon, President Clinton and his wife were to visit that person. And they'd come and they saw the cars, police cars there, and this cordoning off of the whole area. And said, what's happening? And they said, well, so and so were killed this morning. They were shocked. They were going to their house to visit them. But you can see what's happening, right? This is unloved. Obviously, the boy felt a little unloved. More than a little unloved, let's put it this way. You get the idea, right? So this is what the Bhagavatam does. This is why this is such an important program. That you should also do it in your own home. Don't wait to do it in a large place like this. We did this as the first place because, we all love Mother Nancy very much. And she said, yes, I can help. And I've got this new place. And, she's got a nice bridal boutique. That's won the best bridal boutique of the year award. We thought, well, why not start a nice place? Plus, this is a good location, by the way. Many nice people stay very close to this area. It's easy for them to walk into this program, right? Like that. Especially if they know they're going to get some nice food, right? Most of them will turn up this for the nice food. But at the same time, they'll get to hear some very important information. Yes, bro.
Just a quick logistical question. So, as part of the program, you read Bhagavatam and then you discuss it?
Share, like we're doing now.
Okay. So, does it mean that the person who is kind of leading the program or organizing the program needs to have the understanding of Bhagavatam?
Not necessarily. If they can read and understand what they're reading, it's good enough. Like you can see, all the speakers here just spoke from what they read, right? Or heard, like that. They don't have to be expert. Yeah, that's a very good thing about this program. All this is the ability to be able to read. You should be able to read. If you can read, then that's good enough.
Sometimes it even makes new people feel more comfortable if you speak very elegantly, or they get a little bit timid. So there's some people that, oh, this person is learning like me, and it can make them, make you feel very comfortable very much so.
Absolutely. Both ways out. Sometimes when they have a speaker who actually understands about them well, nobody really understands about them without the Lord's mercy. But if they have the mercy and they understand about them well, it tells people that they can trust a person to give them the correct understanding, right? But when there's nobody around like that, then the Lord himself takes care because he is there himself. He takes care. He manifests in their heart and makes them say things and do things, and they think, wow, I spoke like that. A lot of people, if you record yourself, sometimes you'll be surprised what you said. Yeah, I feel Prabhupada did that. Prabhupada, we were recorded all the time, right? Sometimes you'd hear his own recording. And he said, I said that. That's pretty good, you would say. So that's the Lord manifesting, see, through the person like that. So that's possible. All right. Anybody else? No? Well, thank you very much. I think that was a good tight discussion, right? You can see how we move along. Our idea is to make small strides, not big strides. Small strides, right? The main thing is to get together, do things together, and everybody gets encouraged, and then they go and do something together with some other group, right? Because right now, some of us are little strangers to one another here, correct? But that's because we're doing it in a neutral location. This is not someone's house. This is a business location like that. So it's a neutral location, right? Library would be a neutral location like that. But most of these SMYHL programs will not be happening like that. They'll be happening in people's homes, where 2 people, 5 people, 10 people get together. We call them Bhakti Vrikshas, in the Hare Krishna group, right? So they happen in the home. Of course, Bhakti Vrikshas have as many as 50 or 60 people in it at times, right? But our program is not like that because we want it to be more interactive so that you're speaking, and this next part is the interactive part. Okay? And so that part is about total health empowerment. So what is total health empowerment? Total empowerment means that as a person, there are 10 areas in your life that you should be empowered in. If you're empowered in these 10 areas, then you will be doing things as a fully operational human being. Just like there's this phone, right? If this phone is fully operational, I can do a lot of things with it. If it is partially operational, what happens? I give it back to the people who repair the phone and say, please repair it, right? I don't even use it. It's partially operational. I don't know which part will work, not work, correct? So we as human beings need to become fully operational, fully empowered like that. So total health empowerment deals with 10 areas of life. And I'm sorry I don't have video here, otherwise I've shown it on video, it would be not, because it's always good to see it as I'm saying it, But I'm going to say it slowly enough so you'll understand. The first is financial health. Financial health means that every one of us should have what we call sovereignty of wealth. Sovereignty of wealth means that you should be able to become independent of requiring somebody else to give you money. Like when we work for someone else, that means we're wanting that person to give us money, right? And in exchange, what are we doing? We're doing some work for them and saying, okay, I'll do this work for you and you give me this amount of money. Correct? We want to be free from that system. It's not a good system. The reason it's not a good system, anybody can say why that might not be a good system.
Trading time for money instead of you using your time the way you want it.
Yes, you're trading your time for money. Yes, that's true. What else? What's the downside of working for somebody to earn money?
You only get a very small fraction of what's actually being
There you
done.
go. That's very important. Did you know that the average employer in America makes 500 times the average employee? 500 times. Now, of course, Nancy might be shaking her head and say, I don't make 500 times my salary. I wish I did. But I'm talking about the average. Okay? That's how large the number is. Is that fair? That the employer should make 500 times? Well, it depends. If you have 500 employees, then yeah, you should be making 500 times, right? But, things like that, right? So, but the point is, the employers do make much more money than the employee does. That's another drawback. What's another drawback? A bigger drawback than both.
The bond.
Well, I'll come to yes.
Insecurity.
Insecurity. You can lose your job.
Tired at any time
You can, yeah.
or any reason.
If your boss didn't have a nice breakfast that morning, you could be receiving the bitter end of that stick, right? So
You are saying that you're bound with time constraints?
yes, you're bound. Yes. You can't just say, okay, I work for 1 month, I made enough money, I'm now, I'm going to not work. I'll come back 3 months later when I need more money. What's the boss going to say to you? Thank you very much, but you don't need to come back, right? So you're time bound, right? What else? You have to deal with staff members you may not like, right? You might have co-workers that you really don't like, and you have to tolerate that, right? The other thing is, if you have a very important occasion in your life and you need to attend to that occasion, you may not be able to do that because you're told, get to work. I don't care you're getting married. You're getting married after work. The group that I train with, it's 2.6 million students. They tell them, if you're getting married, get married after we finish the training. They watch me on just to see if my camera is on and what I'm doing. They're watching every moment. That's the level of commitment they require. You see what I'm saying? So all these are the downsides, right? Okay. So the idea is that is why we are creating ventures for each person. So how is a venture created? A venture is created based on what you love doing, something that you love doing, some cause that you love, some hobby that you have, some interest that you have, some resource that you're trying to acquire in your life. These become your things that you love. If you pursue what you love, the money will come automatically. In fact, in much larger amounts than if you just go and work for the money. If you chase money, money runs faster than you. It'll be hard to catch the money. But if you chase your love, the money will chase the same love and therefore chase you to get the same love. That's the way to make money. You don't chase money, you want money to chase you. Don't chase wealth, let wealth chase you. So how do you do that? We talk about that in financial health. The second is physical health. Without physical health, no one can do anything, right? If you have bad physical health, what can you do? Nothing. You have to lay up in bed, sit on a wheelchair, and have somebody else look after you, right? Not, except for a few people on wheelchair who do something great. Most people are not able to do much when they're on a wheelchair. So we need physical health. Then we also need mental health. This is America's biggest problem right now. In fact, the world's biggest problem is mental health. There's a lot of mental problems. In America, a report came out 6 months ago, 90% of Americans are mentally sick. 90%. I mean, some of us are in that category right here. Right? So obviously mental health is very important for us, right? Next is intellectual health. We need intelligence in our life. Without intelligence, what can we do? So should we have good intellectual health? And reading this Bhagavatam gives us intellectual health. Reading Bhagavad Gita gives us intellectual health. Krishna says, one who studies the Bhagavad Gita verily studies me with his intelligence. With intelligence grows. Like all of you, when you walk out of here, you're going to think to yourself, I'm smarter before I walked into this place. I walked away a little smarter. That's how it should be. Right? That's intellectual health. Then after intellectual health comes emotional health. By the way, every one of us is an emotional being. Whatever we're doing right now, we're doing it for some emotion. It's either happiness, safety, comfort, right? Recognition. There are 33 emotions that control the whole world. 33 emotions. Now, if you master these emotions, you master the world. Any of you been trained in selling? I'm what they call a trainer-vader. Oh, that's nice. I'm a trainer-vader. I train those who train managers who train sales. So it's a little way up there. So when we train salespeople, we actually tell people, it's not the product, stupid. It's the emotions that you sell. When you sell the emotion, people buy the product. Right? Now, Nancy is a good example. Look at those dresses. You can see they're very beautiful dresses, right? Wedding dresses. Now, the people come to buy them, some of them are called bridezillas. You have to be emotionally very intact to deal with them. Because they come in with a lot of strong emotions. And you better know how to deal with them. So you have to be a counselor as well. Am I correct? You have to be a counselor. And calm them down or whatever else that needs to be done. But it's the emotion that sells the dress. If they feel like in this dress, I'm going to look like the best girl on my wedding day, they'll take that dress. They want to be the best looking, the best person, the heroine of that program, correct? So emotion is what runs this world. So what is emotional health? Shouldn't we be learning that? How many universities teach emotional health? The best universities teach that. Hopefully up to the last one, intellectual, they teach something. Even intellectual, they don't really teach. Mental health, I don't think. How many of you have been to university, by the way? Any of you? I'm sure a lot of you have been to university. And how many of you were taught mental health at that university? Not one, even not me. I became an attorney. Shouldn't attorneys know mental health? They should, right? They're dealing with a lot of mental customers. Customers get mental all the time. Still, we're not taught mental health, right? Physical health? Are we taught physical health at the universities? No. Pretty much what they teach you is your career so you can make some money and hopefully you'll be happy. You're on your own, by the way. Go and earn the money yourself. We're not going to help you find the money. That's how they work. Ours is different. Our college, our school helps you run your project and do it so that it actually becomes successful. We hold your hand and make it happen. You hold hands to make it happen. You get the idea? So after emotional health comes social health. Social health means your relationships. Relationships are the most important things in this world. If you have good relationships, you'll be a very strong person. If you don't have good relationships, you're going to have a lot of problems in your life. No man is an island unto himself. You need people around you to be friends, to work with you, to commiserate, right? Like that. So that's called social health. Then after social health comes environmental health. We need to take care of our environment. If we destroy the environment, there's nothing to live for in this world. We need the greenery. We need clean air. We need good water, right? All this is part of the environment. So environmental health is very important. Then comes something, the eighth thing is called, by the way, these seven, most people teach. This group that I learned from, they teach this, but they don't teach the 8th, 9th, and 10th. The eighth one is called locational health, which means how are you doing internally? Because your internals are going to drive the externals. If you have a lot of confidence inside, you're going to do things confidently outside. If you have resilience, then no matter how many problems turn up out there, you're not going to fall. You're not going to crumble. You see what I'm saying? You're going to stay strong because internally you're resilient. That resilience will show outside. Internally you are happy. Then the misery of outside will not stop you from remaining happy. No matter how miserable it gets out there, if you are internally happy, that means your internals are very strong. And your internals should be like Superman or Superwoman internals. That's called locational health. So we teach that. Then we teach what is called spiritual health. Spiritual health means you are the soul. The soul is the spirit, right? When that soul departs from the body, we say, so-and-so departed. We don't say the person's still here. We just say, so-and-so departed, right? So what is the science of that soul? That's called spiritual empowerment, spiritual health. And then finally comes transcendental health, which means what is your relationship with God? Do you know God? Do you know what he looks like? Do you know his name? Do you know his bank account number? Do you know what he likes to eat? Do you know what type of bed he likes to sleep on? Do you know what his favorite color is? You have to know these things. If you know these things, that's called transcendental health. That's amazing, right? No university teaches that. Not Harvard, not Yale, not the best universities in the world teach any of these things, correct? That is why you can see this university will become very popular. If these are the things we're going to teach people, they're going to be very happy with that, right? And then no more fighting about my God and your God because there is only one God. Just like there's one sun planet, right? In America, we say sun. In South America, they say solar, right? So they say so. Yeah. So in India, they say Suraj, right? Or Surya, right? Maybe some other names in other languages, right? What's another language? Or in Tamil, what is sun in Tamil? I mean in Telugu. You're Telugu, right?
I don't know.
You don't know Telugu. Telugu, you don't know Telugu. That's okay. A lot of us are like that. We're Punjabis, we don't know Punjabi. Huh? Ravi is a Sanskrit word for, Ravi is Sanskrit. So anyway, in China, they say Ri. Now, it'd be wrong for me to say my sun is real, but your Ri is bogus. It's the same sun planet. They're calling Ri, I'm calling it sun. It's the same one planet, right? So God is God. If I call him Krishna and you call him Christ, doesn't mean we're talking about two different gods here. We're talking about the same God here. Why are we fighting with one another? My Christ is real, your Krishna is bogus. Or my Krishna is real, your Christ is bogus. This is our ignorance. We have to shed this ignorance. Correct? So this is total health and health. So in terms, and then what we do is we teach people how to activate this. So we call it A5. A5 stands for the 5 steps. These 5 steps will create from the smallest idea to the greatest movement. You can do it in 5 steps in a cycle. We call it A5. The first is take some small action. Like let's take an example. If I want to improve my financial health, what is one small action I can take?
Start saving.
Start saving. Okay, good. Might not have any money to save, so that might be a little hard. Do something simpler.
Research.
Do some research, yes. Just go online or go to AI and say, show me how I can become rich in 1 month. Okay, AI is not going to give you a quick read scheme, right? Because it doesn't do that. It'll give you a methodology. First, you have to do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do this. And in a month, you can earn some good money. Correct? AI can actually do that. So that's a small step. Going to AI and asking that question. It's a small step, right? But in a month, it can create a huge result. By the way, in our system, we show that how in 3 years, between 3 to 5 years, you should be earning no less than $100,000 a month. And that's good pay, right? For anybody. You see what I'm saying? Now you might say you're over-promising. We're not over-promising. You have to do some work. There's no such thing as free money in this world. Whoever's telling you free money has got a catch behind it. That catch, when it catches you, you'll think to yourself, well, that wasn't free, that was expensive. You see what I'm saying? Like that. You have to do things. My point is that's a small action you can take, right? Go to AI, ask the question. Physical health, give me a small, what can you do in physical health that can start getting your physical health better? Small action.
Eat right.
Huh?
Eat right. Eat right. Eat better.
Eat better, yeah. Eat better will help your physical health, absolutely. Something a little simple, yeah. Exercise, yeah. Maybe just go for a walk, right? Maybe go for a half an hour walk, right? Eat better, like we said. There's something called chair yoga. If you don't know about it, look it up. You can sit on a chair in 5 minutes, you can improve your health in chair yoga. It's just 5 minutes of exercise, sitting on the chair. Walking might take you half an hour. Chair will take 5 minutes and do a better job of it than walking. Isn't that pretty good? Okay, like that. So that's called a small step. That's first A. The first A is your agency. What are you capable of doing? You're capable of asking AI a question. AI is free, right? You can get chat for free. You don't have to pay for chat. You just put chat, it'll come on free, right? Chair yoga is free. All you have to do is Google chair yoga. It'll show you how to do it. Sit on a chair and do it, right? It's free. It's your capabilities. You all have capabilities. There's some things we can do right now without spending a penny. That's called our agency. Based on that agency, take some small action. Some small action might be, I went to AI and I found out, okay, I have diabetes and I'd like to correct my diabetes. Put in AI, go on Google and give me chair yoga. And in chair yoga, ask AI, in chair yoga, what is the exercise that you do to help diabetes? And AI will tell you, in chair yoga, do this. It's amazing how much AI knows, okay? Don't think that AI is only bad. It's also good. Depends. You use it for good, be good for you. If you use it for bad, only bad will happen. Same thing with everything, right? I can take a gun and use it for the right purpose, use it for the wrong purpose. Correct? I take a knife, use it for the right purpose, wrong purpose, right? So don't blame AI. It's the utility. How do you use it to create the result, right? Okay, so you took a small action, and AI told you that do this exercise. You did it for 5 minutes. So now you've done the second A, which is action. The third thing that will happen is you'll have some small achievement. What is some achievement that you think might happen after you do 5 minutes of chair yoga? What do you think might be an achievement?
Stronger.
You feel better, feel stronger, right? You feel like, wow, that was good. I feel better now. That's an achievement, right? What does achievement do? It makes that now that exercise became authentic. You proved its authenticity. That's the fourth A. That authenticity will make you happier. That's your affinity. The affinity will make your agency grow bigger. Now you can do a 10-minute exercise instead of 5-minute exercise. Slowly, your exercise becomes so big that your health is really good. So you can see how you use the cycle to make anything happen. So you want to make money? Go to AI. Ask AI, I'd like to make some money. Please give me some simple strategies to make money. I have no money, and I'd like to make money from no money. All right? I want to tell you, there are people who have done this. I met a lady who was a Christian lady, very nice lady. And when she was young, around 13 years of age, she had her first child. Okay? So, sometimes happens, right? Boy, girl get together, child happens. Parents became distraught. You're in high school, what the heck? You got a child. And when the boy found out that the girl delivered a child, he vamoosed from there. He took off. He said, no, I'm not doing this, I'm no kid, I don't look after the kid, So he took off. So she had nobody to look after the kid. But her parents were so nice, they were such nice Christian parents, they said to her, we will help you look after the kid. Stay at home, we look after. Did that. Lo and behold, 1 year later, she has another kid. Parents helped out again. When she was 22 years old, she had a fifth kid like that. Or sixth, sorry, the sixth kid. The parents said, enough is enough. We're not taking care of you anymore. You are not learning your lessons here. You're just having more kids because you know that we're going to take care of you, right? We're going to take care of the kids. So the father came to her and said, my dear, you see that house next door? We've rented it for 3 months. We paid the rent for 3 months. Here's $30,000. So you can have $10,000 a month to spend. And you have 3 months. And in 3 months, get on your own feet. We're not giving you any more money. We'd be happy for the kids to come and visit us as grandparents, but we're not taking care of the kids. We're not babysitting the kids. 6 kids. She's got 3 months to get her house into order. She goes online. She finds out at that time Facebook was very famous, still is. She found out on Facebook, if you give people advice, they pay you money. She thought, I can give a lot of people advice. How not to have a child at 13 years of age. What happens when you keep having children? Why you shouldn't do that? How can you avoid that? How can you have a relationship with a boy without having a child? I can give advice like that. So she started giving that type of advice. Lo and behold, in 1 month, she had 1,000 followers. Then she found out on Facebook that you have more followers if you charge. If you don't charge, hardly anybody comes. Where free means what? No value, right? So if you charge, people will come. She started charging $10 a month. Lo and behold, second month, she had 10,000 followers at $10 a month. How much is that? $100,000 in 1 month. When I met her, which was last year, it was the 4th year, she told me she was earning $40 million a year. Money making in America is not an issue. Anywhere in the world you can do this. You can sit in Timbuktu and have a computer. All you need is a computer and the ability to get on Facebook or something like that so people can join you. This is how easy it is. There are 6-year-olds in America earning more than $1 million a year today. In this group that I come from, earning $1 million a month is not big. 10 million is better. And now one guy is earning $1 million an hour. So everybody's chasing him now. How'd you do that? What'd you do? What'd you do? People chase money like nothing, you know what I mean? But you get the idea, right? So this is micro wins. Start with a micro win. The micro win is just go somewhere, ask a question, get some clarity, and do something about it. Take some action. If you don't take action, it's useless. If AI tells you what to do and then you say, nah, I don't think I want to do that. Well, then that's it, right? That's where it stops. But if you take some action, what will happen? Some achievement will happen, right? Even if it's a small achievement, it's okay. It'll give you authenticity. You'll feel like, oh, I can do this. Then it makes you happier, right? Then you take a bigger step.
Snowball effect.
It's a snowball effect, yeah. So it's called A5. So the 10 and A5, we call it Theta 5. THE, Total Health Empowerment 10, and then A5, so Theta 5. We call that Theta 5. You get the idea? So now, each of you can think in your own life, and you don't have to tell me, write it down for yourself, something that you would like to do in your life that you feel like, if that happened, I'd be the happiest person in the world. Dream, just dream. Ask yourself. Imagine, God gave you a wand, right? By the way, the wand, W-A-N-D, is wants and needs delivered. W-A-N-D. Give you a wand and you wave the wand and whatever you want happens. Like in Harry Potter, right? They wave the wand and something happens, right? So what is it that you in your life can do? Some small step that you think. Write it down and do it for this week. And we come back next week, tell me about it. Just tell me, I wrote this down, I did this for a week, and this is where I'm at right now. Okay? Take some action. If you don't take action, then you don't really get the benefit. And there's no cost to this. Now, we do charge for doing this also. We don't do that in SMYHL. But if you want to pay us to learn this, we find that those who pay normally do it. Those who don't pay, they normally don't do it. It's funny, right? When you pay, you pay attention. When you don't pay, you're not committed. Right? So it's actually when we do these programs, when I learned from these people how to do this, I thought, why should I pay? I can do this on my own. I tried. It didn't work. Then I thought, okay, let me pay them and do it with them. And then it started working. Because now you become more committed. You see what I'm saying? So, if you'd like to pay, you're welcome to speak to me. You're welcome to speak to Nanda Braj Prabhu here. You can speak to Jagannath Prabhu there. You can speak to Anand Prabhu there. You can speak to Mother Tammy. And you can speak to Ifrin up there. These are all coaches in our team. They're all coaches in our team. Okay? They can show you how to do it step by step. And it starts is as little as $123. So we call it as easy as 1, 2, 3. $123 not a lot of money, right? To learn a system that you can earn $100,000 a month, heck, that's nothing. Of course, you're going to be paying more over a period of time, but you earn it from the 123. You earn at least 5 times, then spend some amount of money for the second level, third level, goes up to the 8th level. At the 8th level, you earn the largest amounts of money, like that. So, and you keep earning more and more as you go up. So that's the program that we have, that we do as a venture. That is your business now. That's going to be your business. Rather than working for somebody, do this. $123 not a lot of money. And by the way, if someone can't afford $123, we also give scholarships. But in scholarships, you earn half. You don't earn full, obviously, right? If I give the full amount for the scholarship, nobody would pay anyway. Because I'll take a scholarship. Thank you very much. Exactly. But we really reserve the scholarship for people who cannot afford $123. So most people can. Majority of the people can. 1 out of 100, 5 out of 100, 10 out of 100 cannot. And so we want to make sure that we don't miss them out. Because like I said, we're really interested in you coming to know who God is and falling in love with God. The money part we are teaching because we want you to get out of the worrying about the money. Stop worrying about the money. Start worrying about your relationship with God. But to get you out of there, we're going to have to help you a little over the hump, like they say, right? Get you over that hump. Because otherwise, if you keep worrying about money, then no matter how much I talk about God, it's just going to go over your head, right? Because you're worried about the money part, or the physical health part, or the mental health part, or the emotional health part, or the relationships. Any of the 10, any of the first 8. Does that make sense to you all? I'm going to stop there and ask if you have any questions you'd like to ask before we do some kirtan, and then we'll have some food after this. Any thoughts? Yeah, by the way, those are gifts for you, those pages. Please take them home and please read from them and know that those are the benefits you get for doing it, even in the privacy of a home. By the way, for those of you who don't have the Bhagavatam, all you have to do is get it on your phone. You can get it on your phone. It's called Veda Base, VEDA-BASE, Veda Base. If you look up Veda Base, it'll come with all our books, and that is Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Click on it, it'll show up, and you can read from there. Some of them were actually reading while we were reading, some of them were reading on their phones. Like that.
Vedabbase.net, right?
No, just say Veda Base. Don't have to say anything, just put Google Veda Base, it'll turn up. On Google, just put
in SV 1.1.1 and it'll bring up the data.
It'll bring up Veda Base too. There you go. So yeah, there are many ways to bring it up. But the Veda Base has all the books in it. So any book you want to read from, it's there. Yes. This one is weekly. But Nancy, are you okay with the week? Every week? Yeah. So here we're going to do every week. You don't have to do it every week. You can do it once in 2 weeks. I see some people will do it every day. Because, they make progress, right? They want to make their progress. So they'll meet together. Because when you meet together, that's another way to do something fast. When you do it alone, you don't feel as motivated, But when 3 or 4 people are doing it together, you feel more motivated. You sort of lean on each other, right? And gain more enthusiasm. In numbers, they say power lies in numbers. So yeah, you can do that like that. By the way, for all of you, but before we start, for all of you, I'm going to be sending this on WhatsApp. So you'll get to see it on WhatsApp and you'll get to see the steps to take, okay? And make sure that you do join our WhatsApp. SMYHL is our program. Don't start a program, call it SMYHL and have nothing to do with us, because it won't work. You won't see the progressions happening, because we go through 9 progressions. In the 9th progression, you become a guru. You become a very powerful guru. So it's a very powerful system that's laid out properly by Srila Prabhupada, and we follow that system, like that. So I'll give you that, and that will have the script and everything on it. So you know what to say also. Do it once a week. Like, for example, you can do it noon of the Dham, start one there, but you'll know exactly how to do it. We give you the A to Z, everything. When you're setting up, what do you need to set up, this, that, and the other. It's a 300-page document that we got, the whole master. But we'll send you some parts of it so you can get started. And over a period of time, we'll show you everything. But initially, get started with what you want to start. Thank you. And you're very capable of starting one. You actually, Balaram Prasad Prabhu, by the way, who is speaking right now, has already set up 2 very powerful Bhakti Vrikshas in Dallas, right? 2 of them. And they have between them how many members?
60 families.
60 families, yeah. So if average family is between 3 to 5 people, let's just say 4. So that's 240 people. That would make 12 Bhakti, 12 SMYHLs. Yes.
So when you say that, let's say I'm empowered and I want to start this.
Yes.
So
You are empowered, by the way. It'll be very easy for you to start this.
So if you start one person who is joining you, because you explain something is at a different level, and obviously I doing it is at a different level.
Sure.
So the person who comes and joins me, for example, let's say 2 people or 3 people, they are also expected to pay.
Expected
to pay for the course.
If they do the course, nobody has to do any course. In SMYHL, you don't have to do any course.
Okay.
Yeah, SMYHL does not require you to do any course.
Okay.
SMYHL says if you want to do a course because you have some interest in making money or this, that, and the other, we do teach those courses. That's all.
Okay.
You don't need to be. Most people who come to SMYHL already have a job, right? They already have a business. They don't need to teach any learned course for making money. But if they want to, join ours, because ours runs at the least price and with the maximum benefit in it. Like that's the idea. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody has to join any course.
So I'm a little bit confused between the course part and the SMYHL program part. Maybe
So in the SMYHL program part, we talk about the Total Health Empowerment 10 and the A5 and make it work for you so that you're making progress. That's SMYHL. The course is now starting your own venture. Start a venture, a business now. We encourage you to start a business. Now, if you want to start a business, you will have to join some course, right?
And if somebody already has a course, they can also, somebody already has a business, they can also benefit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If they join our business course, we can double the income. Our idea is at least double your income. Even those who are working will say to you, if you're earning, say, $15,000 a month, our idea is how can you earn 30,000 now?
I'm sorry, repeatedly asking question one more. Is that something which somebody can do remotely or they have to be physical?
No, remote. And physical both, but remote mostly. Because it's a online presentation also. But we do it in person as well. The reason we do it in person, we find those who do it in person go faster.
Absolutely.
Because they meet others, no? And they work together. And they feed off each other fast. Online, they don't feed off each other as well. The energy is not the same. Like me and you seeing face to face right now is a different energy. Imagine we were online, the energy won't have been as strong. Does that make sense?
When is the master class for the course?
The master class for the courses will start when we start launching. So we're starting from next month, January 1st. So we'll run some master classes that will actually teach these things, where we teach them why they should do the course and why they should start a SMYHL. SMYHL part is free, remember. SMYHL is never a cost, except the people have to cover the cost of the food, of the this, that, and the other. So people bring in potluck and this, that, and they help each other out. But sometimes you have to pay, right? So then people have to share the cost. But there's no charge from our organization. We are called ATOMVA, by the way, ATOMVA, which stands for Accelerating Total Health Empowerment Optimized Massive Value Always. Don't worry about the whole thing. It's called ATOMVA, ATOMVA Academy. ATOMVA Academy does not make any money from SMYHL, period. It's a free program that is its way of doing outreach assistance to the world. It's a ministry, you might say. Its purpose is to help people succeed in their life. The children of God, we want to serve the children of God. Our game in that is God will become happy with us and allow us to do whatever we want to do. Fastest way to achieve anything is to please God. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right. Yes.
I just want to say, I go from having a job that you don't like to doing something that you love. That's all about you.
Yeah. That's very good. Yeah.
Have, you know what it's like to have a job you don't really like.
One part about that, what she said right now, if you are in an H-1B visa in America, please do not do a business. You're not allowed to. Don't breach your visa conditions. You know what I'm saying? If you breach your visa conditions, they can bung you in jail and send you to a country that you don't even know. Okay? So don't take risks like that. It's the wrong thing to do. Whatever the visa conditions are, always observe any visa conditions if you are in a visa in America. So H-1B people should not be running any business. Now, there are places where you can run a business if you have what they call an EB something. Anyway, there are different classifications on which you can do business. Make sure that you're in that classification, that's all. You understand? Like that. And sometimes the husband can't, but the wife can. All these types of things are there. Make sure that you are always observing the laws of the country. Prabhupada said, you should not break any law in a country. And it's very good advice. It's not worth it. Simply not worth it. You can stay within the law and do a lot of great things in this world. You don't have to break the law to do anything. Okay? Just making that sure, because I don't want people doing things that are illegal. Please do not do that. It's not right. It'll land you in trouble. Worse than land you in trouble, you will not achieve much anyway. Sooner or later, you'll get caught, and then IRS will run after you, and you'll pay 10 times more penalty and probably end up in jail, and all that type of stupid thing will happen. That's it. Any other points? Anybody? So make sense, everybody? Yeah? So please do some micro wins. Let's hear about it next week when you do this. Now, next week is the 23rd of December. We do have a program at the temple on the 23rd, right? At someone's house. Yeah. But there's a limited space there. I don't think everybody can get there. So, yeah. So we'll be doing the program here again. So please do come. And those of you online, please bring friends in. And have them join on our WhatsApp group first. By the way, are you on our WhatsApp group? You are, right? Yeah. So make sure that you're on the WhatsApp too, right?
I'm on the temple WhatsApp group. I'm not on this.
No, get on this WhatsApp group. Yeah. Clive, you might send him the link so he can join, right? And anybody else wants to join? I saw that we have Ritu Sood, Mother Ritu Sood on this. Ritu Mataji, can you hear us? I think her mic is muted. But yeah, anybody like that, they can join also. Anybody who came on, Shalini.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhu, sorry, I can hear you.
Okay, very nice. So from Clive, if you can get the link to our WhatsApp group, please join our WhatsApp group so that you can get the information, all the information you need, so that there are things there that will be of great value to you. Like that. We do not solicit anybody on our WhatsApp group. We don't try to sell anything on our WhatsApp group. It's just there for assistance, information, like that. Okay? Anything else, anybody? You're okay, Mother Nancy, with this? Right? Yeah. Sooner or later, you're going to have a door here. Because sometimes you might be doing something on the other side. We're doing something on this side. So that'll work out nicely here. And congratulations on your new space. I hope you do very well with it. Thank you. The racks are here because there's going to be lots of dresses here. So we got the advantage before the dresses came in. But even when the dresses come in, we'll be allowed to do a program here. But it'll be a little tighter. Okay, so we'll do now Kirtan, some Kirtan. Yes? Yeah. So another 10 minutes, please. And then we'll start with some food. Yeah, you can sing. Ask them. How do you want to do that? Just. So, do you mind if he sings and you play the Madonna? Can you go ahead? Okay. So go ahead. You want to sing? Sing.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare last one all together, loud. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. One more. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you all very much. So for all of you, because we're on WhatsApp, individually to your WhatsApp message, I'll be sending you information like that so that you have information and you know what you have to do to move on to the next week like that, After attending it for 3 weeks, then you can start your own SMYHL program. So everybody is required to attend for 3 weeks. At the end of the 3 weeks, we give you a certificate. We certify you as an achiever. And once you have the achiever certificate, then you can start your own SMYHL program. And we're always there for you to take guidance from, any questions you have, anything you need from us as help so that you can start your own program. We're always right behind you. We want you to become so successful that even you cannot imagine your success. That's how successful we want you to become. And this can cut across everybody to all countries of the world. We will be totally right now, Hare Krishna is in 180 countries of the world. So we're pretty much everywhere. There are only 202 countries. Some of the other 22 countries are not very inhabitable, and some are political states, like for the Vatican, for example. Vatican is considered a country, but it's really a religious setup. It's not really a country, like we say. So in every country, we'll be in every language of this world. Hare Krishna has written the Pygmy language before the Pygmies came up with their own language. So, we're very much into languages. We want everybody to speak their language, live their culture, and come to know God and be truly happy in their lives, okay? So you can expect me to send some information from here to you from time to time, and that just for your benefit. And then if you have any questions, any things you'd like to ask us, always, WhatsApp us back, or call us, or whatever. Most of us, the same number that we use on WhatsApp is the phone number you can call us on. And we can speak more and develop this further and further. Okay? So thank you all very much. Please have some nice meal. And everybody made a cookie for everyone, a prashadam cookie for everyone. Please take a cookie as a gift. And then take that page that we made as a gift as well for 2 sides. The benefits of chanting, the benefits of reading Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Okay? So every week we'll have some gift for you like that. So that, walk away with something that'll be very helpful to you in your life. Like that. Okay, thank you. Again, we want to thank you, Mother Nancy, for allowing us to use the space. Very nice. After 3 programs, you'll be running this program. So, yeah, feel some confidence. Invite friends, invite anybody you'd like to invite to the program. So that's good. Mother Nancy's already been doing reading programs for very